Could you please introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone. I'm Noel. I'm a digital marketer and a website designer based on the Philippines. And um, I'm currently using Protify.
Yeah. So the question is, could you tell us about your company? So I believe you've got a company in the Philippines and you've got an office or
Yes,
a branch in Australia, right?
yes.
Yeah. Could you tell
Um,
us?
my company name is called Express Web Solutions, and you can find us at www.expresswebsolutions.com. So basically, I make or we make highly responsive, optimized websites with a budget price.
Awesome. How many years have you been personally been in this web kind of industry where you're doing website designs or digital services?
Actually, this the business is only a few months old, but I've been in the website designing business for uh, around 3 years,
Okay. So I would
and
say
my
fairly new.
background is I am a SEO writer
Okay. I
by
see. Great.
profession.
Wonderful. So I would say fairly new. 3 years is so and most of your customers are located are they all around the world or you just serve some specific markets?
Mostly North America, like Canada
Okay,
and Australia, and here in the Philippines.
I see. Okay, great. So today we are actually kind of doing a kind of joint review of eProfitify. Um, you had a chance to kind of go through it and see the functionalities and features for eProfitify. What is your first impression? What do you think about eProfitify when you?
Well,
Yeah.
the Protify platform is like a one of the best platforms that I've ever seen when it comes to web design and uh, uh, web page design. I mean, and as well as it incorporates everything you need in a website. So if you're a business, a small business, uh, I think Spotify is what you need.
Mhm. So, I mean, obviously, like the appointment management system is a great tool for any business, like we were discussing about the cleaning services business, right? So, for
Yes.
example, somebody, if they've got a team, right, or depending on what their business is really, if they're doing property rehab, so they've got after demolition, they have to come and clean it up. So that's more of like construction type of cleaning. Other is more maintenance cleaning, where you've got a villa or a property or even maybe an apartment, and you've got a crew that goes there once a week and kind of really does a good deep clean, and kind of resets the house to kind of factory settings, in terms of the cleanliness. So they can use this appointment management system for scheduling, um, their teams quite effectively, right?
Yes. Okay.
So, and then we've got, if you're a realtor, so I believe you said that you've worked a little bit in the real estate industry as well, correct? Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Before early in my career,
Hmm. I
and
see.
Spotify has a website, has a real estate solution for realtors and as well as developers, where they can easily um, post their photos of the homes that they're selling,
Correct.
and I mean they can easily list it with no hassle.
Yeah, I mean, not only that, they can put a virtual tour, like a video tour. They can
Yep.
add the maps so that people can actually click and drive to that direction, right?
Yes.
They can. schedule a specific time slot, which the realtor can set like custom time slots. So they could set like depending on what kind of properties they're showing, right, and the frequency of it, and the
Yeah.
density of the properties, if they're located in the same apartment complex or a condominium versus something that is like 2 hours away, right? So they can create, depending on their business, they can create custom slots that people can schedule, right? And that shows up in their calendars, already pre-populated. So half of the work is done for those realtors. I mean, as long as people are coming to their so it's called e-realty, right? So e-realty is a e-profitify module, right? And
Yeah.
people come here, they say, oh, this property looks good, right? And they see that. So the good thing about the scheduler is, like, let's say they've got these slots already booked, right? So these will be
Uh-huh.
disabled. So you cannot, it will, the calendar is intelligent, it won't let you double book your time, right?
Yeah.
And so that means that your day can be planned ahead of schedule, your week can be planned, ahead of schedule, and you don't have to call them or do anything like that, where
Mm.
just to set up the time. They already know what your schedule availability is, right? And they pick up a time
Yes.
and they book it, and you get all their details, like their name, email, and you can of course call them and say, hey, we got your schedule for 2:30, on 19th of June, for example, and now they're all set, right? Instead of going back and forth, what time can we see, what time are you available, stuff like that, right? Happens a lot. You might have noticed that in
Yeah.
in your prior experience with the real estate business, right?
It includes, yep, it includes a complete booking and actually appointment and booking system.
Correct,
It has it integrated,
correct.
so it makes the job of a realtor and even a web designer very easy.
Well, it's all about like high value websites, right? It's all about
Yeah.
providing the right value, the right tools to specific. So eProfitify, unlike other platforms, caters to niche markets. But the beauty is that the same fundamental of this appointment management system can be applied to, because we have modules. So, for example, like a realtor, right, in the real estate business,
Yeah.
might want to get the eProfitify base module, which is the website, add the eRealty to it, right? So they can list up to 50 to 200 or 500 properties, right? With all this system and all this thing. And then they can add eDocuFlow. So eDocuFlow is another module that allows them to create custom contracts, like, for example, purchase, seller representation agreement, fair housing. You got your contracts that you want to sign, right, with your
Mhm.
prospect, right? The viewer and the seller, or the buyer and the seller. So eDocuFlow allows them to kind of automate and digitize that process, those forms and whatnot, right? So what they create those custom templates of their forms and custom content inside it, with their with their business name and logo on the, and they can just click once, the document goes to the customer clicks on it, opens it, signs it, clicks save, it gets saved, and then the realtor can sign it again and send it back to the final executed copy. So that happens with eDocuFlow, right? So eProfitify is more than a website, you know uh, management system. It's pretty much a business process, right? So it doesn't
Yeah.
do everything, but it does certain things in terms of digitizing some of the processes, right, of the business. So likewise, like if somebody's in e-commerce, they can get the e-shop module where they can list up to 500 products. So if somebody's selling, like, somebody's a startup and they don't have a lot of
Uh-huh.
products, they could just use simple commerce. We call this simple commerce when you've got on-site commerce, like for example here, right? So this is, for
Yeah.
example, a restaurant template, but the same thing can be applied to, another kind of business, pretty much, right? And no matter what merchandise they're
Mhm.
selling, but this has got inbuilt simple e-commerce in it, right? And once the company wants to scale up to like this, you can have up to maybe 20, maybe 30 products max, right? But if they want to scale up, they
Okay.
can add the e-shop, and then they can get the, what do you call, they can scale up to 500 products, pretty much. That's a lot, right? 500 products
It's a
is a
lot.
lot.
Yeah.
So eProfitify is not just something for the startups, but it is set for somebody who's scaling up. So they can go and get a 50 product plan, or they can increase it to 100, 200, up to 500, right? And they pay as they go.
Yeah.
So you're not paying upfront a premium upfront, right? And then hope that you expand. You can scale with it. So eProfitify's mission is to really empower small businesses and startups to grow, basically, and that is the mission of eProfitify, right? To make them profitable online. So yeah, so there are a lot of cool things, like you said. I mean, in terms of all these different modules, all these specific capabilities, the ease of use, and the best thing is you can publish websites from your phone. You don't even have to be on
Uh-huh.
your
Mm.
your laptop,
And
right?
it also has social media integration.
Yes, it does have social media integration. So, like, so it's integrated with like 10 different messaging apps to start with: WhatsApp, Microsoft Teams, Facebook, Telegram, Instagram. A lot of people don't even know some of these, in some parts of the world, right? Um, so it depends, but it pretty much covers them. But the best thing is the instant messaging app, the Insta Messenger, right? The Insta Messenger allows people to the businesses to get instant messages on their phones, even when they're not logged into their own management platform. We recommend they're logged in, but if they're not, you'll still get notifications that, hey, John Doe is trying to contact you, about this. And then you can just click on it and start chatting with them, right? So you're connected. So it's about connectivity, right? And according to research, that companies which have got live chat on their website, their conversion is about 20 to 35% more than
Yeah.
a website that doesn't have a live chat, that right? So that's the beauty of it, basically. So customers can come and they can initiate a chat. The business, the realtor, or the whatever business, they end up getting their chats. Got like the CRM already, like they've got email address, everything for all the customers there. They can completely customize the chat experience, including the color combination, the welcome message, right? They can say about their
Yeah.
business name, the top, everything is fully customized. They can even select custom ringtones for their business, the instant messaging. So there's a lot. I mean, of course, we cannot like really go into all that stuff, but I get from you is that you've got a good positive feeling about this, like in terms of new businesses using this,
Yeah.
um, like including like the survey option, right? I think that is priceless for a realtor. I mean, if you just add a question like, "How soon are you looking to buy?" Right? And they've got like 20
Yeah.
different people, but one says immediately, the other one says in 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. So you
Yeah.
can prioritize your time, right? Accordingly, right? So you got all these features that are already built. You cannot find this anywhere else, you know, and it's fundamentally a game changer, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So in terms of
It's
SE,
basically an all-in-one platform designed for basically not just web designers but to business owners.
yeah, I mean, this can change, and it's also like advanced stuff, right? Like you got Google Analytics
Yeah.
integration. You just kind of stick it in, and now you got Google Analytics. You know, uh, all your key. You can manage your website not like really really intelligently. And you can always easily go and fine tune your SEO over time. And a lot of technical
Yes.
stuff that a lot of people don't know about, has already been taken care of in this. Like, for example, the canonical tag, right? Nobody knows what a canonical tag is if you're not an SEO expert, right? But that's already inbuilt. Like, so if somebody has no knowledge, they come and create a website, they get so many high grade things in their website they don't even know about, but it's already inbuilt because the eProfitify takes care of it. So yeah. So one final word for anybody who is watching this video, right? About how to contact you, and anything else you would like to leave, any of our audiences to kind of think about in closing.
For for anyone who needs a highly responsive, optimized website, you can contact us at www.expresswebsolutions.com, and we'll get right back to you in an instant.
Okay, great, wonderful. So, Noel, thank you very much for the
Thank
session,
you.
and
Thank you also.
hopefully we get a lot of comments and likes on our videos. We'll be posting on anybody who's watching this. You can follow us on YouTube, eProfitify channel, and you can follow us on Facebook, and that would essentially um, you know allow you to watch a lot of videos. You'll watch posts, but you'll also have other customers, other or eProfitify partners coming on, video sessions like this and sharing their open and kind of liberal, feedback on the benefits of Profitify. And you can always contact Noel to get your website built and managed with Profitify. Noel, you also do meta ads, correct? Or that's something you're like? Do you offer any other services besides that?
Mostly SEO optimization and blog writing.
Blog writing. Okay. All right. Sounds good. All right. With that, we close. Thank you, and we see you all in the next video.
Thank you very much.